What is going on YouTube? Taylor here from oacheddar.com, and in today's video we are going to be doing a deep dive into the Keepa graph. This is specifically going to be the Keepa graph that you see on the Amazon listing once you have downloaded the Keepa extension. If you don't know what Keepa is, you're really missing out. Keepa is a price and sales tracking extension that you can add on to your Chrome browser. You can also go directly to Keepa.com and also use some of the tools that they have over there as well. It is probably the most powerful tool that we use in our own business, and I think I speak for every other Amazon seller out there that you couldn't really do this business without Keepa. Enough about that. What we're going to be doing today specifically is we're going to be looking at how to judge the selling price history of an item. We're going to be going over all the different parts of the graph so you have an understanding of how to work it. And then my favorite part is we are going to be looking at how to judge sales velocity of an item that is specifically a variation of a entire listing. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking about items like shoes and clothing items. I'm talking about makeups. I'm talking about different flavors of products. This can be hard to judge the sales velocity because you can't just look at the sales rank, because the sales rank is going to normally be based off of the parent ASIN. If you don't know what a parent ASIN is, a parent ASIN is an ASIN that encompasses the entire model of a specific product. Think of a pair of shoes. You have different colors and styles, and you also have different sizes. Each one of those sizes and each one of those colors come with their own specific ASIN attached to them. That is what we call a child ASIN, and a parent ASIN is an ASIN that essentially covers the entire model of the shoe. So when you're looking at those types of items, looking at sales rank data can be deceiving because you might see something that looks like it's selling very quickly, but that specific size and color that you are trying to target may be a slow seller. So I'm going to give you some really helpful tips on how to use the Keepa graph to make educated decisions for your Amazon FBA business. Before we jump into that, guys, today's sponsor for the video is going to be the new Cheddarsoft system from us here at OA Cheddar. If you don't know what Cheddarsoft is, I really encourage you to check it out. It is a lead and order management tool. This is where you can deposit all of your leads that you get, whether it's from lead lists, whether it's from tactical arbitrage, or maybe you're manually going down rabbit trails and finding your own products. This is where you can store all of those leads, but also access that valuable database that you collect over time to find not only items that are replenishable, but also items for specific seasons to take advantage of specific sales. On top of that, guys, it is an OA business in a box. Everything from creating a buy list to recording your order to preparing and setting up shipping batches to be uploaded into Inventory Lab is all covered inside of Cheddarsoft. If you want to take advantage of a 30-day free trial offer that we have going on right now, please click the link below. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead and jump into my computer and get started. All right, everybody, I am back in my computer and I am inside my Cheddarsoft account right now. I am looking at some leads from a couple weeks back. So let's go ahead and dive in and open up an Amazon listing and start going over the Keepa graph. As you can see here, I am looking at an Amazon listing where there is multiple options. There is what we call a variation listing, meaning that there is a parent ASIN and then there is the ASIN for this specific flavor and size of this product. We'll go over that here in a little bit. Let's just scroll down here to the Keepa graph. A Keepa graph is going to look something just like this. This is if you are paying for Keepa. If you have a free account, you're not going to have access to nearly as much data, and I would strongly encourage that you go ahead and upgrade to the paid account from Keepa. It's totally worth it. You're going to want to use it if you are not already using it. Really quickly, I'm going to just run down a few of the main points. Over here on the top graph, we have our price history. This is going to show you the price that the item has been selling for, whether it's from Amazon, a merchant fulfilled offer, or from an FBA offer. And it is also going to show you the sales rank in the main category for this product. Over here on the right hand side, you can quickly turn on and off the different metrics. So if you want to see or not see Amazon's price, you just click it. And if you hover over, it will highlight whatever price point you are wanting to take a closer look at, whether it's Amazon or FBA, whatever it is. Next, you'll have your new price. New price is helpful, but it does not take into consideration shipping costs. So sometimes the new price may be lower than what it really is because it is looking at the lowest price for this item, but that does not take into consideration shipping charges that merchant fulfill offers may take. Used will show you used results if there is any used offers historically on a product. I typically will just leave this turned off because I'm not selling any used products, I'm only selling new. Sales rank, again, you hover over it, it's going to show you, and you can turn on and off that option. List price is what the price of this product is normally at. The MSRP price is what I mean by that. If you want to know what the MSRP price is for a product or what it was listed for originally, you can look at that as well. Again, I keep mine off because it doesn't really matter to me for what I'm doing. Next is the third-party FBM. This is going to show you the merchant fulfill offer plus any additional shipping charges that merchant is charging. And so this is really a better reflection of what the FBM price is, because it is what the customer is actually going to be paying. I always leave this on. Next will be our third-party FBA. They're represented by little triangles. That just shows you what the lowest FBA price is in new condition for this particular item. And then next will be our buy box. Kind of hard to see, but the buy box price, when it is tracked, you'll see it's going to show up as a pink line. And then next you'll have is eBay. So if anybody here is also selling on eBay, this can be helpful if you want to get an idea of, hey, can I sell this for a profitable amount on eBay? Next up is the close-up view. This just allows you, it just zooms in a little bit, makes it a little easier to see. You can turn that on and off if you like. This middle chart down here below is going to show you sales rank, not only in the main category, but any subcategories for this particular item. And so you can keep these on or off. You can also remove this graph if you just click the sub ranks button right next to sales rank if you want to hide that. I find that this graph can be helpful sometimes, so I like to keep mine on. Same thing with the close-up view, guys. You can toggle back and forth if you want to make it a little easier to see. And then down below is going to be your offer counts, your ratings, and your reviews. If you want to see how many new offers are coming in, and this is new as in the offer is selling a new product. If you want to see used offer count, you can. There is none on this listing as of right now for this date range. Rating will show you the 5-star rating. What is this product averaging and where has it been historically? So if you see something like something that's a 4.4 stars but starts to drift down and say it's getting now it's averaging like 2.5 stars, that might be something you might want to look at because it might be a product that you want to avoid because you don't want to deal with upset customers. And then last is going to be the review count button. You can see, and you see as I hover over this, it will show me all the data points for that specific date and time that I am hovering over. You can see the review counts as they grow. This is super helpful sometimes when you're looking at variation listings or if you want to get a judgment of how popular an item is or how it's selling. Again, close-up view just makes it easier to read and see. It's going to change the graph up just a little bit to see more of a dynamic change when it comes to things like review counts or selling price, things like that. And then we have our date range. You can go anywhere from the day to a week to a month, 3 months, and a year. And then finally, the all-time history of an item, depending on how much history you want to look at. Me, typically, I usually have mine set to 3 months, and then I will look at the year or maybe the all-time, but normally it's just the 3 months and the year. Down below here, you'll have some averages. So you'll have your current sales rank, and you'll in the main category, and then also the current sales rank in the subcategory. And then you also have the 90-day average sales rank and the 1-year average sales rank as well. What percent of the category is this product in? And then also how many drops per month. So how many sales rank drops have happened in the last month. And this is also a way that you can help judge sales velocity. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump right into the breakdown of Keepa and how we look at our Keepa graphs here at OA Cheddar. First things first, when you're looking at sales rank, you do want to be paying attention more to the main category of a product, not necessarily the subcategory. Sometimes the subcategory is the only rank that Keepa is tracking, so you have to make do with that. But majority of the time, it's going to be the main category rank. Now, sales rank is a ranking system that Amazon puts on a product. The lower the sales rank, the faster the product is selling. And so if you're trying to judge things like sales velocity, you can look at the sales rank and you can see every time that it's spiking down and moving around up and down. Normally that indicates how quickly an item is selling for. This is really helpful when you're just trying to take a quick glance. Something like this chart right here, it's selling very quickly. It's moving all over the place, but it's actually sticking with a rank around 15, anywhere from 1,500 to a little under 1,000 in the pet supplies category, which is really nice. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this product though is this sales rank is based off of the parent ASIN. So I'm going to scroll back up here to my rev seller calculator, and you will see here that there is a parent ASIN, and then below that is the ASIN. Now this ASIN is known as the child ASIN, and that is the ASIN that you will see here in the URL. And it is also the ASIN that is specifically for this flavor, the lamb and apple flavor, and in this size, the extra small and petite 8 count. When we're talking about parent and child ASINs, please understand that the child ASIN is for this specific product, and the parent ASIN encompasses all these other variations. When you're looking at things like sales rank data, when you're looking at sales rank data for a variation listing, just know that this sales rank movement is based off of the parent ASIN. It is based off of all these flavors and all these different sizes and how often they are selling. So an item like this, at first glance, you would think, oh, this is selling very well. But this could be a slower moving product because maybe this is not nearly as popular of a size or flavor of the dog treats. So how do we determine sales velocity? Sales velocity, one quick and easy way is to come down here and just look at offer count movement. Every time you have a new offer come in and then they sell out, that indicates that somebody created an offer for this listing, sold their product, and now have fallen off the listing because either they sold out or maybe they removed their offer and they canceled. Quick glance at the offer count movement can help you make a decision. For this product right here, we do see some quick offer movements earlier in the 90-day sales rank chart, but also getting closer to today's date, you do still see some movement, but the offers have risen on this, which means competition is starting to rise on this listing. And you can see what happens as the competition rises, that sales price is starting to drop down with it. So this could be a red flag for you if you are looking to really buy some fast turning inventory and you're afraid of the race to the bottom and sales price tanking. Maybe something like this offer count as it's rising and the sales price is dropping, maybe a red flag for you to stay away from this product. The other thing that we can look at is we can look at review count. Now, a review count isn't perfect, and I will also say that none of the data on Keepa is absolutely perfect. It's just really darn close. So as I'm looking at offer review count, I can see that the reviews have just been rising on this product. Now we're up to about 10,000 or 11,035 as of today. And if I come up here, I can see that that is 11,035 of all of these variations here. So again, not the best judgment on how to determine sales velocity. I would say my number one, it would be looking at the offer count movement on the chart itself. And then if you like what you're seeing or you're not quite sure what you're seeing, another great way to help understand how quickly the specific size and flavor of this product is selling, I would recommend coming up here to the data tab on the top of the graph. If you select the data tab, you will open up automatically to product details, which will tell you a whole bunch of stuff about the product, including UPC codes, different variation ASINs that you see down here. A lot of great stuff in here. But what I want to look at is I want to go to offers. When I go to offers, I can see here the offers that are open on this listing currently, and also I can also include the historical offers if I wanted to look back at offers that have sold out of this product. Right now I'm looking currently at the offers in the last 90 days. So I can change these graphs here to anywhere from a week to a month to 3 months to 6, or the all-time history. I'm specifically looking at 90 though. And what I can see here is I can see the stock levels of all these different offers as well as their price and how they are fulfilling. So these are all prime offers. They are all priced very similarly. You have really only one that's a little bit higher priced than the rest. I can see their price history for these offers, so I can see what this specific seller is selling these products for and how they've adjusted their price over time. And you see as I hover over this, Keepa will tell me this exact date and time and what that price was. Looking at their current stock levels, I can also see how many that they have sold in total, and then I also can see how many they have sold in the last 30 days. Again, this information isn't absolutely 100% perfect. It's just really, really darn close. So this can really help me make a decision of how many of this item should I buy or should I avoid it entirely. And as you can see, starting off with the first one, they had 4 in stock, and now that they have 5. but it looks like they came on this listing very not that long ago, back in Saturday, March 26th. Today is the 31st, and I can see here that another seller came in with 12, and now they're down to 11. So they have sold 1, and you can see that here in the sold units. Another seller just recently jumped on this listing, and they haven't sold any just quite yet. And then I have another seller down here who jumped on this listing back in March 7th, and they are selling this product. You can see here that their stock levels have risen, but also their stock levels have gone down. You're starting to see some movement here. Keepa says that they have sold 6 in the last 30 days for this one seller and this one offer. Likewise, I can come over here to the next one, and I can see that they started out with 12 units back on the 7th. Now looking at the 31st, they're down to 7. They have sold 5 units. And so I can scroll down here and I can check every single one of these, but Keepa does give me the total down here below for the last 30 days worth of sales. So I see that according to Keepa, this item has sold around 35 times in the last 30 days, which really helps me make a decision. I will look at how many offers there are on this particular variation. There's 14 offers as of current. I'm not sure if all those are competitive. If I scroll down here, I can see that, the low price being $28.51. And as I scroll through these offers, I can see here that some of these offers get up as high as $32, $36. Even up as high as 40. Again, this is just to determine how quickly an item is selling so you can make a good decision. Based off of what I'm seeing here, I wouldn't be afraid to buy a handful of these, 3 or 4 of these products, just based off of sales velocity. There's a lot more information here you guys can look at. You can look at the different store names, what the ratings are for those stores, how many reviews that they have for each. This can help you make a determination of, am I going to come in and be the big dog on the listing because I have a ton of reviews for my seller account that are all super positive? Is my competition, are they a wholesaler? Do they have a ton of reviews on their account, and are they selling the product for a low price? Whatever it may be, you can gather a lot from here. I'd recommend just coming in and playing around with it. I can always change these graphs. I can go to a 30-day history, and it will get a little bit more precise on what how many products am I selling in the last 30 days and the different offers. You can also include historical offers with this, and you can come down here and you can see other offers as they've come in and sold out. Again, sometimes they don't capture the data. It's not always there with Keepa, but if you're looking at current live offers, it is pretty accurate. It just depends on how much Keepa has been tracking this particular item. Other than that, let's hop over to variations. Variations is another great tab to click on, because from here you'll be able to see what products are the most popular. So maybe you came in because you found the apple and lamb size, and you see here that is taken up 2% of all the reviews that this entire listing has gotten, including all the variations. And that's 197 reviews. And you can see how those reviews have grown specifically in the last 90 days. And you can see how popular an item is based off of that. But you can also see things like this item right here. Now, this particular item has the most reviews. It's taken up 28% of the entire reviews of this product. So going back, that's about 11,000 total reviews on this product listing, and this particular variation is getting the most. I also see that Amazon is a seller on it, and the new price is pretty low. I believe the one we were looking at actually is down here. It is going to be the long-lasting. You see, this is the small. I want to find right here, I believe it's the extra small petite, and I believe this is the 8-pack that we're looking at. So the product listing that I'm looking at is taking up 9% of the total reviews, 943 reviews total for this particular variation, and it's selling at $28.51. But here's a little rabbit trail hint. Look at this one below it. It's selling for $30.16. It's not the fastest mover. It really hasn't had any new reviews come up since the beginning of the year, but it's also selling for kind of a high price. Maybe I can purchase this. Maybe I can find this from my source site, and now I'm opening myself up to more products. Maybe this one right here, the one that's selling for $19.78. You can see the review count rising on this. It's taken up 10% of the reviews. Maybe I can purchase this. I really encourage you guys to kind of dive into the Keepa graph, because you might find that one product ends up leading you to 5 or 6 other products because you're looking at all the other different variations, and you could potentially buy those and sell those for a profitable amount. So that is the variations and the offers portion of Keepa. This is really great if you are trying to understand how quickly a particular variation is selling for and how often it is selling. So that's my tips for you guys when it comes to that is start by the graph. You can see the offer count movement. Sometimes this offer count movement is going crazy and it's an obvious fast seller, and that's enough. But if you're not quite sure, dig into the data, go to offers, and start looking at how many folks have sold and how many they have sold in the last 30 days of this particular variation. And that can be enough to help you make a buying decision from there. You can also go to variations and you can look at what are the most popular variations. What is the variation that I'm looking at in particular? How is that tracking along? All that good stuff right there, guys. So let's go ahead and just go over a few more pieces of the Keepa graph that will be helpful and useful for you as you do online arbitrage. So we've covered the price history graph, and in the price history you can see, how long has this item been selling for a certain price, and all that good stuff here. You can also track a product. So say you want to come in here and say, hey, I like this product, but I think it's selling for a little too low right now. I want to know if it is going to come in and be sold for more. You can come in here and you can track a product. You can come in here and say, if Amazon is selling this price at $27.08 or above, let me know. Or you can come here into the new price and say, hey, let me know when this product is being sold for $29.99 or more. And now Keepa will send you an alert and let you know, hey, the product that you wanted us to track is now selling within the range that you wanted to purchase it at. And let me just get rid of this. I can just keep Amazon at 0. So going back to this, the product that you're tracking is now selling for the desirable selling price that you wanted us to track it at. And now you have Keepa essentially alerting you for possible replenishable products that you can then buy and sell in your own Amazon store. Data, you'll cover product details. In here you can find a whole bunch of information, such as in the last 90 days, how many times was this product out of stock for the new offers? What was the average selling price in the last 90 days? What is the current selling price? Really, you can dig in deep here. You can go to how many how many quantity is in this particular product. What is the UPC code? What is the EAN? What are the other variation ASINs that go along with this product? What is frequently bought together? These all can be really helpful for you as you're going through and doing your sourcing. We've already covered offers. Another thing that can be super helpful is the buy box statistics. So if I'm looking at the buy box statistics, from here it will tell me, how often is a particular seller owning the buy box. Now you can see here that all it's showing me is that Amazon, and the reason for that is if I go to back to the Keepa listing and I look at the last 90 days, I can see that Amazon is the only offer that ever was awarded a buy box. And this is only because there was a buy box originally for this product, and Keepa tracked that. So again, sometimes the statistics or this data may not be perfect, but it really does help get you 95% of the way there to making a buying decision. Variations we've covered. This is all the different variations on this particular listing that is going to encompass all these sizes and all these different flavors. You have an affiliate program that you can sign up for and get paid on if you recommend this to other folks. And then there's also the settings as well. There's different news, support, managed price watches, product finder. If I open these up, it will take me to the Keepa website. And from here, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to really hone in on your sourcing abilities. That being said, I'm going to make a video about this at a later date. So let's go ahead and close that out. Going back to it though, main thing is here, guys, the Keepa chart is a fantastic tool. If you are not using it in your Amazon business, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. It is the most important tool that we use on our day-to-day business when it comes to sourcing or doing repricing. or understanding whether or not we need to liquidate an item. All that information we get here off of Keepa. There's lots of really powerful ways that you can use this tool. Other than that, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found that was helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out immensely. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a great one.